want to tell you a very quick secret that Satan knows. That as long as God is with a man, you can do nothing to that man. The devil knows that if God keeps company with you, no matter what he tries, he is already a failure. So what is the strategy of Satan? The strategy of Satan, I want to tell you, is isolation for slaughter. What he does is to find a means of separating you from that presence. And once the presence of God has departed from your life, you are now a piece of bread. Let me tell you something, no matter how strong you used to be, if the presence of God got separated from your life, you become nothing. You become a walkover. You become, I don't know how to say it, but you become nothing. In fact, the devil just stretch his hand and say, take that one. So the greatest thing the devil is looking for is to make sure he introduces into you what will not allow the presence of God to go with you. Anything at all. It could be courtship that robs you of the presence of God. It has robbed you. And the presence of a man, no matter how nice he is nothing if it takes away from you the divine presence of God. So the children of Israel, something has happened here. Sin came into their midst. Idol worship came into their lives. And ever before Moses will even know, God already saw it. He said, these people have departed from me. By the time Moses got to the people and he saw it, whatever he did, he came back to God to start pleading. It was not his intercession that I want to show you, particularly meanwhile. There are a few issues. Two particularly that I want you to mark before we pray. Did you hear when Moses pleaded with God and said, God, forgive these people, forgive their sin, forgive their sin. And if you are not going to forgive them, blot me out of the book that you have written. And the Lord said, no. Whosoever has sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book. Therefore, go now and lead the people unto the place which I have spoken unto you. Behold, my angel shall go before you. Now, are you listening to me? Are you listening at all? Please listen, because I don't have a long time to talk tonight, and yet you need to catch this. And this is a very quiet deception that you need to learn before you go from here. It has happened several places, so many preachers, so many men of God, and they do not know that they have missed the point. Did you see God saying, I will not go with you, but my angel can go with you? Did you see that in the Bible? Which means there are times when the presence of God has departed from a man's life, and yet angels can be company with him. Are you hearing me? It means that it is possible for God's presence to have withdrawn from a man. It is possible for the presence of God to have withdrawn from a man's life, even from a preacher, and yet he will still be seeing the ministry of angels. I discovered that angelic presence is not any very big high presence. I discovered that. So you meet some preachers, God has left them, but you still see some supernatural things happening around them. And that does not allow you to know that something has already gone wrong. So God was saying to Moses, look, you can lead the people to the place that I have spoken to them. My angel will go before you, you can be going. But any day that I'm going to visit, I will visit their sin upon them. You can be going. And the Lord came again and said, depart, go up hence, you and the people which thou hast brought up out of the land of Egypt, unto the land which I swear unto Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, say, unto thy seed will I give it. And I will send an angel before you. And I will drive out the Canaanites, the Amorites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. I will even take you to a land flowing with milk and honey. But I will not go up in the midst of you. Are you understanding something there? And this is one thing I want to leave you with. I want God to sharpen your taste. I want God to give you a very sharp taste for the presence of God. I want to pray that you will never be satisfied with the presence of angels or even the presence of miracles. I wish you will become a generation of young people, young men and women, who can never be satisfied with anything less than the presence of God. In that passage, I'm seeing a very serious possibility. God said, go. I will drive out the Amorites, the Hivites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Canaanites, the Girgashites. I will drive them out from before you. But I will not go with you. So I discovered that God's presence in a man's life is such a treasure that God does not play with it. You don't understand the kind of thing I'm talking to you about. Oh. You don't know why my heart is very, very my heart is longing for something. I have discovered that it is possible for somebody to be doing Christian activities, Christian work, and God is not with him. You see, if Moses went on and Amorites are being destroyed, Canaanites are being destroyed, and he was beginning to possess the land that flows with milk and honey, who will you say is going with him? You will think God is with him. But this is very possible, and God will not be there. So I was asking myself, what is the peculiar thing about the presence of God? The presence of God has to do with the personality of God. The presence of God has to do with the personal presence of God. I may be repeating myself, but it's because I don't know how to express it in an easier manner. That if I want to succeed with God in my life, I must not be carried away even by demons that are falling down for me. If I want to succeed and I want to travel long in life, I must not be carried away by the activities of ministry if I don't sense the presence of God again. So you see, it is possible for someone to be relating with angels, and God is saying, my angel can go with you, not me. My angel can move with you. You can even drive out the Canaanites and pull out all the demons, but I will not be with you. I'm not there. I'm not interested in going with you because you are too stiff-necked. Your will is too strong. You don't want to obey me. I don't like to relate with people like that. And I was asking myself, is it in every meeting you go where things happen that the presence of God is? But can I tell you the truth? Only you can know when the presence of God has left you. Those who are hearing you preach, they don't have a way of knowing, except those that are very sensitive